It's hard to believe on a bright, sunny, beautiful day like today that it was just 10 days ago that the floodwaters ravaged this area of Louisiana, producing images like these. And these. I'm Diana Perkovic in Amite City, Louisiana, here at Double Diamond Veterinary Services. It's the home and clinic of Dr. Brennan Fitzgerald Lee and her husband, Ethan Lee. This clinic, though, has been turned into, as you can see, almost a triage center over the last week and a half, taking in dozens and dozens of horses and other animals. I've driven around the parish and I've noticed there are just, and people have seen the images of pile after pile after pile of what looks like garbage, but in reality that's everything that people have worked for their entire lives. Someone said something to me, they said, Diana, what people don't understand is that these animals, whether it be the cattle that people are literally risking their lives to save, or the horses, this is the only hard asset that people have left. It's like money in the bank. And since they don't have flood insurance, they may have to start selling these animals off to actually just live.
Absolutely. I already saw on Facebook people selling their horses. No one, they can't afford the feed. They have to go buy things for their homes that got flooded. Of course, their home and family is going to be more important than the horses and cattle, even though they are like family, especially your horses are like family. But that is going to, they can't afford the feed and hay. So they're having to sell, number one, to get some money coming in. And a lot of them have lost their jobs too, because it's all in that area also. So number one, they've lost their home, then they've lost their jobs. And then then if they didn't lose their horses and cattle, they've got to sell them to get money to fix their homes.
I know that you've been taking so many donations of hay and feed, and you're giving that out to the community. But one of the things that really you're in need of is money and cash donations, because you have to pay out of pocket. You are paying out of pocket for all of the antibiotics and the medicine.
The main care of these horses is the antibiotics, the pain meds, the IV drips, things like that people can't go out and buy. And so we did set up a PayPal for that, because the goal is I don't want any horse owner having to come pick up their horse and pay for this vet care.
And how do people react when they walk away without having to pay you?
Oh, first of all, they're already crying because their horse is alive and walking again. And then when they realize that they don't have to pay anything and that we are literally loading them up with hay, feed, shavings, buckets. A lot of these people don't even have buckets anymore. They don't have leads and halters or anything. Oh yeah, so they cry and they hug.
As you can see, Dr. Brennan and her team have been working tirelessly to save all of these animals, and you can help too by going to Double Diamond Equine-Veterinary Services, Smokey agrees, or you can just go to PayPal and put in telephone number 985-974-0229. That's 985-974-0229.
Hi, I'm Amy Sibley, and I reside in Livingston Parish, Louisiana, that was recently affected by the Great Flood of 2016. Diana has asked for me to give an update of the current status of our living conditions in our home and community around us after the flood. As you can see right here behind me, these townhouses, people have not returned to their homes. Our community is still broken and lots need to be done. Here we have beside us, just remnants inside of people's houses or just at the road. People got 1.5 to 2 foot of water in their home, and they're still living in those homes. It doesn't improve. I've seen one of the areas, the current area we're visiting in, I've seen it for 2 weeks on social media that it was an area in need. And I assumed that that area would be helped with by FEMA and or the Red Cross. And when we come here, I'm so shocked that it has not been helped. That the only thing they said, a truck comes through for Red Cross every once in a while. And it's come through a few times. We're looking at a 30-day span that we're going on now, and to say that food was only provided to them every once in a while, That's heartbreaking. So they're just going without. They're living off of what volunteers bring into them, and that is it.
Here with me today, I have Pastor Josh Morris of the Cross Creek Cowboy Church in Zachary, Louisiana. How quickly after the flood came in did you and your helpers and volunteers go out into the community?
We were there the day after. That would have been Sunday, the day after, when we could actually get into our building and into the community. The following Friday and Saturday, we fed about 500 to 600. We had a group come in from out of state to come help us cook and hand out meals, hot meals, good meals. There's a lot of people out there that don't ask, and I guess because they don't ask because they can't get anywhere to ask. Some people, they don't have vehicles, and so what we've done is we've just gone and done and given out. We didn't ask. We just drove up to a neighborhood and started passing out either plate lunches or supplies, whatever we can, whatever we have that day. The need is mainly just basic food, food, shelter. I mean, these people they're living in tents. Some people have gotten smart and gotten their window units that didn't flood and put them in their tents so they can at least be comfortable somewhat. But I mean, people don't have shoes, they don't have clothes, they can't get anywhere to get those things. And so I know there's lots of people, lots of places out there that have clothes and shoes and stuff, but what I find some of them aren't doing is they're not getting out and giving them. They're expecting people to come to them. And so we've tried to do different and actually bring the stuff that we have out in the community to help those that need it, because quite honestly, they can't get anywhere to get it. This thing isn't anywhere near over. There's people are going to need mattresses. They're going to need just daily stuff. Again, their money is going to be tied up getting their house back straight for months. We have a Facebook page. They can, you can look on there and see what we're doing. We're in the process of working on a PayPal account so they can give online. As long as we're getting stuff for them, we're going to keep sending it out.